Over the last year, the effect that plastic pollution is having on our planet has been thrown into sharp focus. We've now made enough plastic to equal 25,000 Empire State Buildings in weight. And unfortunately, plastic never disappears. It just breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces. In light of this, a lot of people have been trying to reduce the amount of plastic that they use, and there are some really easy swaps. Stuff like using a reusable water bottle instead of buying a plastic bottle is a really good one. But today we're going to be looking at the less obvious and seeing what hidden plastics might be in your home. Contact lenses are worn by 3.5 million Brits as an alternative to glasses, but they can cause plastic pollution if they're washed down the sink or the toilet because it means they find their way straight into the water system. The best thing that you can do to avoid plastic pollution if you wear contact lenses is to just put them in your normal rubbish bin. As well as being packaged in plastic, as strange as it sounds, a lot of shampoos and conditioners contain something called silicone. And silicone is a man-made polymer, which is normally a liquid or a rubber, and it's used in sealants and adhesives, but also a lot of personal care products. The reason that they use it is because it makes hair feel silky and shiny by filling in the dry and damaged parts, which is great, but it also means that a lot of plastic and chemicals end up making their way down the drain and straight into the water system. If you want to make a switch, there are a lot of silicone-free alternatives on the high street. I went to Boots and I found one which has no silicone in it, it's this one. And if you want to go totally plastic free, then you can try a shampoo bar. I will leave some links in the description. A good cup of tea is an essential part of the day for most of us. In the UK, we drink over 60 billion cups of tea every single year. But it's recently come to light that a lot of tea bag manufacturers are using plastic to seal the bits of the tea bag together, which is a particular problem because a lot of people will put their tea bags in their compost or their food waste bins, which will then become polluted with plastic. Luckily, there are some alternatives that you can use if you want to go plastic free. I think Twinings is plastic free, as are some of the ranges in Aldi. And in our local corner shop, I found these pucker tea bags, which are plastic free and 100% compostable. On UK beaches, there are 9 of these plastic tampon applicators found every kilometre. But it might surprise you to know that a lot of brands put plastic inside the tampon itself, either to stop fibres shedding or to strengthen the string at the end of it. So even if you don't use an applicator, whatever products you use, it's really, really important to keep them out of the water system by not putting them down the toilet and putting them in the bin instead. Or there are some brilliant plastic-free alternatives like Totem or Kind Organic, which I just found in my local shop. For a waste-free period, you could try something like Thinks, which are reusable period-proof underwear, or a reusable menstrual cup like this one. This is a Moon cup and it will last about 10 years. So you'll get a really good wear out of it, and it means that you're paying less for your period. Chewing gum creates 100,000 tons of plastic waste every single year. Most chewing gum is made from a plastic, which is a bit like the stuff that we make car tyres out of. There are some natural alternatives that you can try. Iceland is going to be the first major supermarket to bring out a natural alternative. Or if that doesn't work for you, then why not try mints? Most face wipes or hand wipes will contain a non-biodegradable plastic. And as well as being a single-use plastic, they're also the cause of 93% of sewer blockages. There are some biodegradable alternatives, but they tend to be a little bit more on the expensive side. So if you're just using a face wipe to take makeup off, then nothing will beat a good cleanser and a flannel, which will be kinder to your skin and the environment. This list isn't by any means exhaustive, and there are loads of other hidden plastics that might be in your home. Things like crisp packets, wrapping paper, glitter, sadly, and synthetic clothes. We actually made a whole other video on synthetic clothes, so please go and check that out. Sometimes looking at the amount of plastic waste that there is on the planet, it can seem incredibly overwhelming, but there are some really easy fixes. So have a look, see if any of the products on this list are in your home, and if there's a plastic-free alternative that you could try. Or if there isn't, like in the case of crisp packets, then talk to the manufacturer and see what their plans are for removing plastic from their packaging. I would love to know if you were surprised by any of these products, or if you've tried some of the plastic-free alternatives at home and they really work for you, if you found the perfect tea bag or the best plastic-free tampon, let me know so that we can try them all out. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to the channel to keep up with what we're doing here at Hubbub. Bye.